This is example number 7. Draw the orthographic projections of the given figure. So this is a little bit complicated question. Till now we have seen very easy questions, and that questions will appear for diploma standard students. For engineering students, this kinds of questions will be asked in the long questions, because there are lots of concepts are being tested here. For example, there is a curved portion here, there are holes in here, there is a tapered portion here. So this question is going to be a little bit fun for us, because it will test our knowledge about orthographic projections. So the first thing, the arrow is here. So my front view will be from this side, and I have to draw the right hand side view and the top view. I'll explain you what will appear in the front view, top view and side view afterwards, but first see the important thing here. This tapered portion here, you need to observe that while drawing the right hand side view, you will note that I will draw this portion as a rectangle itself. So this portion will appear in the front view. You see that I am painting this with the red color here, and also on this this triangular portion will appear in the front view, and in the top view you will see that this portion and this portion, excluding the holes, because there are holes, I'm not painting inside those holes. We have to draw circles on them. And then this slant portion over here, L portion, will appear in the top view as well as in the right hand side view. So you need to be a bit careful about this. So I am just marking an arrow here in green color, so that to indicate you that it is appearing in the top view. Now for the right hand side view, these two portions will appear, and also this L portion will appear once again in the right hand side view also. So I am marking one more arrow here, because this portion, slat portion, is appearing in both front, top view and side view. So we will see now.
So now we will start with the front view first. The line here is 80 mm, 80, and height here is 45 mm. First I will complete this, and this length is given as 15, and so we will continue on 30 mm below, because as this is 15, this length is also 15, and I will draw this line till the end. But this actually is not a straight line here, because after 10 mm height there is some curvature. So after 10 mm height, and from there the length is actually not given, but it is mentioned above that that is 12 mm. So I am going to take here the gap as 12 mm first. I will take a point, then I will rub the extra portion. I'll erase this portion because it's not there. It's kind of a slant portion there, and there are holes inside this also, and the triangle is also visible to us. From the above, the distance is given 6 mm, so I have to start this triangle with 6 mm. Now I need to just join this till here. Observe that there are holes which are not visible from the front view, but the dotted lines of these holes will appear in this front view, which we will draw after drawing the other views. So let's continue with the top view first. So I am just projecting these lines, this also, and there is one more line here, the XY plane, and we will start this figure from this point. So again, this will be, as you know, this will be a rectangle here, small rectangular shape here, and this width is 40 mm. It's mentioned width is 40 mm, even the portion here is circular arc, this will appear as rectangle as we have discussed earlier. And also here this is 12 mm again, so 12 mm. This is forming like something like an L shape here, which I will show you in a minute. You can observe here this kind of L shape has been appearing here, and now we are also having some holes here, one hole, here one hole. So we need to draw them first. For drawing that, we need to take the distance, and the distance is given as 20 mm from this line. And I will assume that this is in the center. This is 28, so 14 mm. I'm just drawing this in between these two lines. I'm drawing one central line, and then after 20 mm, and again after 20 mm, I will draw these lines to get the center of this circle. Once again, this is 20, and this I've drawn this line, assuming that these circles are in the center. So this is 28 for me, so I am taking distance 14 here. The circle diameter is 12 mm, so I will take the radius as 6 mm, and I will draw them. As I have drawn these two circles, and now I will project these points above to get the dotted lines in the front view. As you can observe here, I am just taking it without measuring any lengths, just from the corner of the circle. Now I will do the dotted lines, draw the dotted lines with the H pencil. This is an indication that there is a hole behind this front view, but it is not visible from the front. Also, one more here hole is here which is not visible, which we will draw after drawing the right hand side view. So for drawing the right hand side view, the meter line first, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45. I am projecting these lines above. So now I am projecting these center lines also. And from the projection lines from the front view, so we have got the area where our right hand side view will appear. So in the right hand side view, there will be a simply small L-type portion, but there will be a small rectangle here. So this bottom rectangle, this hole is 15 mm above, so I'll just take the now I'll draw this hole of same 12 mm diameter. So our left hand side view is completed. Now just we have to take these dotted lines here in the front view, and hence our front view, top view and side view is completed. Now I will do the dimensioning. I have forgotten to draw this curve here, which is visible from the right hand side. As you can see here, just I have to place the compass point at the center of this hole, and I have to match this with this line, and in this way this arc is completed. Hence this diagram looks after dimensioning like this. Hence our exercise number 7 is completed.